Testing, testing. Hello. See how long this delay is. There we go. All right. So I think I'm going to turn down the music a little bit. Hello. Oh wow, I got two people right off the bat. Okay, here we go. Sorry for the wait. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Actually gonna move this up here. There we go. How are we doing, guys? I know the video quality is not all that great, but it's what I have for the moment. Oh, hello, Wind. That makes sense. Hello, Jedi Raptor 07 as well. How we doing? Alright. Gonna move this microphone over here, I think. Alright, let's see what we got here. So this is an unopened Proto 2000 gondola kit. It's a New York Central, and like I said, it's unopened. I'm not sure when exactly this came out. Is there a date anywhere? Perchance? Not from what I can see off hand, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. I got this kit at the Wilmington Road Museum in North Carolina when I took my trip to North Carolina. So let's just go ahead and get into this. And it appears I forgot to grab tools out of my toolbox. It's fine. Just use something like that. Okay. We have the main card itself, floor. I'm assuming the weight goes into there. Diagram and such. Just out of sheer curiosity, trying to see if there's a date on here anywhere whatsoever. There's a chance that that is 1996. Not entirely sure, but it's a possibility. So there is our diagram. Interesting. Oh, this is the entire underside of the car. I just gotta cut it out the sprues. I see. Okay. We have our trucks. It already comes with, if this camera will work with me, already comes with wheels. It would be super cool if this camera would work for me. It's not really looking like it will, which is just awesome. What if I shine a light? No, not really. Great. Okay. At some point. I should try and come up with a better camera system, but like it's fine. Here we have, oh my, all kinds of detail bits. All kinds of detail bits. So I am not much of a kit builder. So I will probably use some of these and leave other ones out. That camera focusing issue is a problem. See, if it's like up here, it's fine. But once we get to down here, you know what? Let me... Okay, now it's not bad. I think something on my computer screen was blowing it out, so hopefully that seems to be a little bit better. Still not great, but it'll be alright. Okay. This weight is kind of on the rusty side, but it should be fine. Yeah, for the moment, hopefully it stays like that. At some point, I need to kind of... Oh, it's just wonderful. It's a Logitech, it's a Logitech webcam that's supposed to be somewhat decent, but in practice, it's really not all that great. But that kind of goes for most computer webcams. At some point, I want to try and get some sort of upgrade for it, but we'll see. I would have to get like a dedicated camera for it, and then I gotta get a capture card, and it's a whole thing. And I don't know. I have another webcam around here somewhere that I might try and see if that works out, because I used to have 2 more from when I did the layout videos. You know, like the live layout videos. But that is gone, at least for the moment anyway. Alright, let's see here. So I'm assuming the weight just drops in. What else do I need? I don't have extra knuckle couplers with me at the moment, I don't think. No, not extra ones. They're all at the club in my other toolbox. So we're not going to put couplers into this car. I did drop couplers into the other 2 cars. But we're going to have to go without the couplers for the moment until I can get this to the club. I need to grab some tools from my box. Give me 1 second, folks. Have nippers, Zerons, and some pliers. In the event that I need them, theoretically, I should just need these. But if I need them, I have other ones. Okay, so it looks like the weight just pops in. From what I can tell. And then I'm assuming the floor then just goes in. It seems like it might just pressure fit. Looks like it. Try and get that centered as best I can. Okay. now, believe I'm looking at this correctly. Kind of goes in that way. Okay. Cannot stress how much I do not like kits, but I have them and they need built, and at some point it just needs to be done. So we're just going to nip these one by one, doing my best to get it in the camera frame. It's not working out all that well. Not used to this. Just texting someone real quick. So how are you guys doing? How's y'all's day going? Just get some music going in my earbud real quick. Okay. All right. So I just cut that. So we're gonna move on to this side. Not the best cuts ever, but it'll do. Oh, get that sprue out of here. Gotta use the end of this, like the whatchamacallit's a little bit more. Okay. Just gonna pull the stream up on the computer here real quick. Okay. All right, let's see here. Okay, and so that looks like should be It's a little short. Clean some of these up. I don't know how many of them actually need cleaned up. So I think what I have to do. Do I have to stretch it? Because it's... This is what I'm dealing with right now. It fits on that side, right? But if we bring it over to this side, it's not quite reaching for some reason. Oh, that fixed some of the color. Oh, never mind. So I'm trying to figure out. Because see, now it fits on that side, but it doesn't. So maybe if I just, there we go. I can't tell if I'm doing this right or not. Okay. Build our trucks here. These proto wheels are just very neat. I don't know why everything looks so blue and blown out, so I apologize for that. So there's a lot of detail bits. Just gonna throw the horn hooks on for the moment. I'm just gonna keep in mind that I have to change those out later. Hopefully this is just press fit. Yes. So I don't have to glue that in or anything. Makes it easier to pop it back out later. Okay. Now we're making threads in the plastic here, so we just want to be careful not to let anything slip. when you're making the threads, you just kind of want to make sure that you're trying to go in straight initially. It'll guide its way in, but the straighter it is when it first goes in, the smoother it'll cut the threads. What other underbody stuff do we got going on here? Okay. So it looks like goodness. Okay, so as I said before, I'm not great at kits. I'm only going to do a portion of these detail bits simply just because I don't trust myself. Because I am not good with super thin, fiddly plastic. And so I'm just going to select the major bits. If I can find one of the pieces that I'm looking for. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that was not great. Did I just break that? No. I don't have anything thinner to get in there with. Yeah, that is breaking. I mean, like, absolute worst case. Absolute worst case, I can just put in the physical pieces and then leave out, like, the whatchamacallits. Rather not, but let's see what I can do here. Yeah, that's bad. And then there's still the piece in the middle. I might be able to do something about that. But I'm gonna worry about getting do these not pressure fit? Give me 1 second here, guys. Gotta get a better view of what I'm doing. Okay, that one pressure fit. This one, oh no, they don't pressure fit. Okay, that's fine. This is not going great. This is not going good. It's okay. Dab of glue there. If I can get this guy in. That's upside down. That's not. Come on. was able to get that peg in the hole once before. There we go. Rotate that. I'm gonna let that set. I don't really know. I don't really think there's anything I can do about the one that broke. No, not really. It's also not really long enough to be able to fix, honestly. Which is unfortunate, but is what it is. What are some other important pieces that can go on? I'm not gonna mess with any of that underbody detail because I know I'm gonna screw all that up. Okay, I know the side panels I'm going to do. The handrails and such, I don't know if I'm going to touch. Again, simply just because I suck at these kits. With all these little tiny fiddly pieces, I don't have the hands and the coordination to make it work. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm just gonna do the doors. Now, we got options for doors here, I think. Doesn't say whether the writing was on the inside or the outside. So I'm just gonna say writing outside. And they are saying that the door should just kind of snap in place. And that does seem to be the case. That is good enough for now until I can get the rest of it to someone who has the patience and skill to do the rest of it, because it is out of my wheelhouse and I'm going to break something. So going to gently throw this back in. Those are empty sprues. These are not empty sprues. There is, believe it or not, there is nothing wrong with admitting you don't know how to do something or are unable to do something or just do not trust yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Just come back to it later or bring it to someone else who knows what they're doing or has that skill, etc., etc. This is one of those moments. Okay, let's go with this kit. I have two AccuRail kits here. Both of these are special cars. They're AccuRail, so I'm hoping that they aren't too bad. Put the instructions back in. All right. Okay, let's take a look at what we have here. Have some doors. We have our weight. We have our car. I don't know if I'm going to be using any of this because I threw in couplers and stuff. Now see, these detail pieces are a lot thicker, which I have hopes for, because typically that means I have a much easier time. I've been able to build AccuRail hopper kit successfully, so I have hope. Ooh, okay. We have options for doors. And then what's left in here is couplers and wheels that I've checked in. I would like the manual. Okay. Interesting. So I have the option between the plug door and the Young's door. Ooh, that's tempting. We'll see. It's just the one page. Okay, let's do our underbody first. While it's flat. Okay, let's make sure we have the orientation correct. I'm actually having a hard time telling. Boom, boom. Where's the third one? Oh, it's there. And that is... Can I get this to prop up? There we go. Okay. Okay. I think it's this orientation. One, two. Truck covers. Are there screws in here? There are. Okay. We have our truck pins. detail. Cut that there, and then we're going to come back and trim. And then for this brake wheel, okay, I don't know why this other side is here. We're going to nip that off. Okay, brake wheel. Hello, hello. There's 3 people watching right now, I think. How's everyone's day going? Nope. I'm just gonna cut it like so. And then... oh, that has a nub like that. So this one I can cut flush, or try to anyway. If I can get it in there. That one's not going good. Alright. We're just gonna cut the sprue. That way I can get a better angle in there. And now flush that out. Wishing we could get at least one thunderstorm without. Yeah, I agree. Fully agree with that. I haven't been able to mow the lawn because like the past 3 days or so it's just been downpouring at random, at complete random, sometimes 3 times a day. Like, it's crazy. All right. Let's go with the air tank. The air tank is going to be the easiest to start with. And the air tank goes into that hole. So that should fit into that. There we go. And then I will glue this into the bottom. It's like beginning to resemble a jungle, yeah. Are you in the Pennsylvania area, per chance? Because it seems like the storms are lining up as such. If you're comfortable with that, you don't have to answer, of course. Okay, so this guy, flipped it around. This guy is up here-ish, oriented that way. Okay. So you can see here, we got these 2 pieces in. Now we got one more that goes right there. And this, the orientation of this guy is... well, I guess it only lets me push it in one way, huh? It appears to be this way. So, assuming this is correct. There we go. Okay. And we're just going to cut these flush at the bottom of the car because our weight still has to fit in. Okay. Is that it for the underbody details? The knockout pins from the underframe. Oh, okay, so I do have to trim all those off. Okay, that's fine. Oh, okay. I know who you are. How's it going, bud? So now I have to... Oh, if it'll focus here. Oh, it focused really good for about half a second. Basically, there's these nubs on the ends, or on the side of the car here that I have to lop off. Just something from the injection molding process, I presume. So I'm gonna have to do that a handful of times. It's also gonna send plastic all throughout the workshop, but it's fine. One more. Bop. Alright. That one hit the roof somehow. I heard it. It was a different pitch. I don't know how I did that, but we are successful. Alright. So now, how do I want to do this? Let's just see. Number one is the weight bent. Yes. Can we kind of bend it flat? Maybe. Ooh. That was too much. There we go. Now it's flat. Alright. So what I will typically do is, number one, gotta figure out where it sits. Now it looks like there's supposed to be tabs that it fits into, however, seems to not quite be doing that. It looks like the weight is just a little too long, like just a smidge. Let's see if I can get it to show. It's kind of showing up. Basically, there's tabs that it looks like it's supposed to fit into. Actually, if I take the weight out, you can see those tabs a lot better. And it just seems to be just a little long to fit within them. So I think on one side I might lop it off. I'm just gonna look inside the car here real quick. I don't think anything is gonna get in the way if I do that. So, just so that it sits flat, I'm going to use our flush cutters to do it on one side. Kind of drag it along to get any extra plastic off. Clean off the tool. And that should fit. Do not throw the chassis around like I just did. Okay. So that's gonna fit a lot more flush. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, so I typically do two methods. I'm going to grab a little bit of tape here. Number one, before I start doing things, I'm just going to put a dab of glue on all those detail pieces because they go through the chassis. I'm just going to put a dab of glue where all those detail pieces connect. 3. Okay, now I'm going to take 2 strips of electrical tape. There's probably a better tape you can use for this, but this is what I have on hand. Just gonna do. Why does that feel like it has no stick to it? Gonna throw that piece away. I do not have much left here, so I'm gonna be a little sparing, just a little bit. I'm just going to loop it. Slap 1 there. Get us another strip. And this is just kind of so that if the glue lets go, there is still something that is holding on to it, right? And honestly, electrical tape tends to kind of get stickier over time anyway, so now we're just gonna take some of this and do that. Take our weight. If you weren't able to see, I just put a bunch of glue down. Just make sure things are centered. Flip it over, put some pressure on it. I think what I'm actually gonna do here is put something heavy on this and then start working on the body. There we go. All right, so that's drying. We will come back to those. Where's that? Where's that extra brake wheel supposed to go? Over here. As a different upper body. It's a different upper body. The brake wheel's already on there. Okay. That's fine. I have nothing wrong with having extra parts, so we're gonna take that brake wheel, we're gonna throw that up there. Now the question is, what doors are we gonna use? Are you still here, Raptor? Because if you are, I'm gonna take your opinion. So there's that. And then there is okay. Wait 1 second here, let me make sure I have orientations correct. Well, it doesn't really show. I want to say that side's the bottom. I'm fairly certain that side's the bottom. Okay. So we have that, or I'm fairly certain that side's the bottom. Okay. All right, Raptor. In your opinion, which looks better on this car here? We have the Youngstown door on that side, and then we have the plug door on this side. I kind of like them both. And if I had two of these cars, I would do one each, but I only have one. I don't know. You like the plug door better? I do think they fit a little bit better as well. I will go with the plug door. Shave some of this plastic off. Try to get it a little bit of a better edge, a little more flush. There we go. That does also mean I can use these on something else. On the side of the car, but it makes a nice contrast. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the plug door. Just file this down a little bit. Okay. Do the other edges need filing at all? This one has a little bit of flashing on the sides. All right. The plug door does fit a lot better than these doors. Although that could just be flashing material. No, these doors just don't fit as good. All right. That does look pretty good. That does look pretty good, actually. Okay, I'm getting excited about this car now. I'm just gonna go through this door to get to the other door. I can't tell if that was too much glue or not. I mean, it probably was, but I mean, like, it's glue. Can you really use too much? I'm just gonna wash it on that side. Okay. Whew. I'm gonna use this to wipe the tip off. Please tell me I'm not running out of glue. That would suck. Alright, is this door gonna fit as good as the other one. Kind of. I need to do more shaving. Okay. Oh yes, that fits so much better. Okay. Is that good? I think that's good. Okay. This glue is... it's okay. I can't... I'm having a hard time forming an opinion on it. Alright, so I now have extra doors, which I will gladly take. I love extra parts. Extra parts are great. Let's bring our chassis back around. Looking good, looking good. Or just go keep this flat for now. Alright, let's get this opened. Oh. Or can I ignore the voice crack? Alright, these are AccuRail couplers. I'm not going to pop these out, I'm just going to check them up there. I throw them in my toolbox, but my toolbox is over at the club. Okay. So we have screws. These plastic wheels immediately into the garbage. These metal hoses are for the AccuRail couplers. They're not going to be used. Now I do have 4 screws here, which does mean theoretically I can screw in the trucks. I believe. Is this just a pressure fit for the chassis? I think so. Doors seem to be in place. Metal axles. Couplers. Alright, let's make sure this goes smoothly first. Spring, coupler. That's a decently tight fit. Okay. Alright, do we have screws of different lengths or are they all the same? I believe they're all the same. Okay. So we're just gonna take one. They are not magnetic, noted. Oh. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine. Move this over a little bit. I have different music going through my earbuds. That way I don't have back audio from the stream and I'm listening to my voice and then it's a whole thing. Okay. Hey, remember that thing I said where you wanna, when you're cutting threads, you wanna try to put the screw in straight? Let's try and do that, because I was about to not do that. Level that out. Too tight. And if you're ever wondering, a trick for testing coupler spring tension is, see if I can get this to work. You can kind of see it. Is watch the coupler. See how it's too tight and it's not moving back? You put your screwdriver in, and then you just gently unscrew. You can see, you can watch it spring back. And then that's how you test. On a system that'll actually do it anyway. I think the spring is, I think the spring plus the coupler is just a little too tight in there. So it's not working all that well, but it's also not hard to move around either, so should be all right. Okay, so there's one. Oh no, I'm doing this wrong. No wonder it's giving me issues. Putting the coupler cover on upside down. That this is making a lot more sense. This is making a lot more sense. There we go. And now we can see it's moving back and forth just fine now. It's a little tight. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. See, that's what happens when you don't RTFM. Who needs a manual? Right, not magnetic. Raptor's probably just trying to do something in the background around the house or something, and it's just listening to SDM screw up every other minute or something like that. Just sweeping the floor or something. Oh, not magnetic, followed by a ding on the table. Once again, thread it in straight. There you go, bud. Now I'm talking to myself. Okay. So I got that. I see no reason why I can't use these screws on the trucks instead of using these kind of dumb pins. So gonna go with it. Putting our axles in. One truck. The funny part is I've kind of been avoiding building this kit for like a year, and honestly it's not even that bad. Unlike that Proto 2000 kit, that kit is a nightmare, but it's not even that hard to build. I just don't have the hands. that good? Yeah, it's good. So, maybe a little less side-to-side motion. Okay, you still want a little bit. That's none. There we go. Just a hair. Just a hair. Put it in straight. That should work. Okay. Get rid of these nubs. Okay. Now, is there anything else left to do? I don't think so. Nope, looks like we just plop it on now. Is there a specific orientation? Technically it's saying brake wheel this side with all that stuff on the rear. There we go. That was a little anticlimactic. I was expecting a bigger snap than that, but oh yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that looks real good. All right, the 2025 Amherst Beltline car is finally built at long last. All right. Put that on the track up above. So that's one very rare car built. I now have a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Confidence in building this one. Now, you watch, it's going to be 1,000 times worse or something. Okay. Oh, we have more door options. Oh, no. Raptor, I hope you're still here. I'm probably going to go with those. I don't know, we'll see. Same detail bits. Cool. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I spoke too soon. I might not apply these yet. I might not apply these yet. Oh god, we'll see. Because these kits are hard to get. No, there's no spring in that coupler. That's okay. When I get to the club, I can fix that. Spring. Spring. I don't think Raptor's still here. That's okay. Oh, there's the weight. Let's see how rough this one is. What? Well, that doesn't make sense. Some of this is already done for me, which is nice. Okay, so it's a fairly similar build. Where do the tiny pieces go? I actually don't see. Like, I mean, I see where that's supposed to go. Alright, see you later, Raptor. Interesting. Okay. Alright, I might try and put that on. I will recruit Enzi's Hope for doors. Alright, go get Enzi's help. Okay, let's see. Okay. So, wait to see if Enzi gives me an answer. Okay. All right, we'll get to the door debacle here in a bit. Right now, we are going to tackle the chassis. All right, we have our truck covers. How's everyone doing today? Theoretically, I shouldn't need those. It looks like I can actually just move these back and forth until they come off. Then I can just trim them after. And again, I don't need this brake wheel because there's one already on the model. Thank you, Amherst. or Accurail, whoever did that specifically. All right. So it is air tank here. If I can get it in, there we go. Air tank is in. This guy here. That's gonna need glue, which is fine. And then this guy here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get these glued in. This guy first, because he needs it the most. That's flat, yes. Okay. That one doesn't need much. That one doesn't need much, just enough to keep it in. Okay. Do I have to worry about that touching the desk? No, not really. Okay. So it's looking like, as far as I can tell, we have like all these little pieces here, but I can't see anywhere on the paperwork where it has any of that. So I think we're gonna forego the little pieces and just worry about is that an optional piece? Huh. I suppose that might have just answered it for me. Just by the looks of it. I mean, I might still be able to make it work. And that also just gives me an extra piece. Well, I'm gonna try cutting this out. And then if it works, cool. If it doesn't, it's no sweat. Because apparently this is an optional piece that you don't necessarily need. This is cutting so much easier. Oh my god, that's so much easier. That's so much easier than the other one. Okay. So that is supposed to go in there, so question is it too late to yank that out? Kind of. That totally just broke inside the hole, which is alright. Grab, pull. Yes. Cool. Okay, the glue did not set fast enough. Awesome. And now this is an extra cylinder I can use for something. So I'm gonna get that guy in there, and then this guy in here. Oh, okay. I kind of see what's going on here. Gently pull that out. Gently move that out of the way. Just a dab of glue. Okay. Go in there. Now we have an underbody. One that didn't try to disintegrate on me. Cool. Should I try and get some? I'm gonna try and get just a little bit. Okay. Just kind of gonna see if that can dry. Just maintain pressure on it. Actually, you know what? What I'm gonna do. Is that how I want that? Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. Has NZ responded? No. Okay. Going in blind. It's fine. Just trying to shave some flashing off. Okay. Oh, I knew these came with different doors. I had thought that it was black doors and red doors. I was gonna do one on each side, but they're all red. Which is not a problem. I do think the red doors look really good. Okay. So now, question comes, do I go with those, or do I go with those? Oh, those ones do look neat. Okay, if anyone is in chat. If anyone is in chat. Oh, there's a Nick. That's unfortunate. If anyone is in chat, which do you think is better? Do you think the Youngstown doors or the other door? I don't know what these ones are called. I'm thinking this one. I think I'm going with the slightly funky ones. Yeah, I'm gonna go with these. So we're gonna pop a dab, pop a dab. And that should grab. One second here. I just want to see where I'm applying the glue. Put it on about here. Slide. Okay. Is that not enough glue? Let's sit like that for a minute. Now I have extra doors here too. Did I just throw the doors up here? I did. Throw those up there. And like we did dry. Cool. Good, good, good. Now we're gonna flip this over. It's just uneven at all. Slightly. Ever so slightly. Still ever so slightly uneven. Just the slightest. Still, wow, this is some. There we go. There we go. I'll go that way. Okay. I'm gonna do same thing I did before. Tape. Tape. Just realized I never like lined this up or anything. Okay. Dab, dab, line, dab, dab, line. Okay. And to just try to find middle point. What does it look like? It's about there. And push. Don't forget that there's detail pieces underneath. Again, don't forget that there's detail pieces underneath. There it goes. That's a decent way of going about it. Okay. So all that's doing its thing. We can grab our baggie. Again, Acura couplers that'll later on go into my toolbox. Get rid of these hoses. They go on the Acura couplers, they're not going to be used. These plastic axles immediately in the trash. Alright. Let's go with the coupler without a spring. This metal spring. Okay. Screwdriver. Weight tried to come out. Might because it's not completely flat. I couldn't seem to get it to be dead on. Fortunately. Yeah, the weight is like bowing up. Okay. Alright, let's just see if... No, trucks don't seem to interfere with the underbody detail at all, which is good. That's what you want. Well, that could be an issue at some point. Again, I guess once again, just try to go in straight. Oh, that's too much. Just a hair too much. There we go. That's better. Okay. Sorry. Is there anything else that needs to be done? Don't think so. Nope. Okay. Does this just snap on like the other one? Let's check these doors. Doors are good. Yeah. Just snaps on like the other one. We want the brake wheel on that side. Underbody details oriented correctly. Is that it? Are we in? Not quite. Oh no, we're in. Yeah, those are flat against. Okay. a little bit. Oh, of course, that's kind of like the good side too. There we go. That's better than it was. I'll take it. Alrighty, there we go. I actually really like that car. Really like that car. It's a good car. Alright. That's going to be it for this one, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one.